I'm Joan Lunden. Welcome to DirecTV Hometown Heroes, a show about our subscribers from all over the country who perform extraordinary acts of kindness and courage every day. Tonight, we'll visit a working ranch devoted to building meaningful lives for young adults with special needs.
All we wanted was an old-fashioned neighborhood where a helping hand is not far away.
Meet the dedicated women making custom clothing for injured American soldiers.
The main purpose is to have them recover in comfort and dignity.
And ride along as a young Dallas woman risks life and limb to raise awareness about breast cancer.
I'm preparing myself and preparing my generation for what's to come.
This is DirecTV Hometown Heroes.
People get ready, there's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith to hear that diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just get on board.
We begin tonight with a story about the love between parent and child. When Jerry and Judy Horton's daughter was born with Down syndrome, they dreamt of building a home that met all of her needs. And now their dream has come true, as correspondent Dr. Winnie King found out.
Let me start at the beginning. Judy and I met when I was teaching at the University of Colorado Boulder, and we married, and in September gave birth to a healthy, bouncing baby girl who had Down syndrome.
For parents Jerry and Judy Horton, daughter Kelly's diagnosis of Down syndrome was a shock, but they loved her just the same. Still, they knew kids with Down syndrome need a structured environment. They worried about what Kelly's life would be like when she was done with school and living on her own.
Their scheduled activities were gone. Everything that gives them a framework in which to live and move was gone.
Jerry and Judy realized that Kelly and people like her needed a permanent residence, a place where they could flourish and feel at home.
We began asking ourselves the question, where's the community that's going to encourage her and support her and care about her? Where is the good life for this daughter of ours, for Kelly?
After extensive research, Jerry and Judy decided the only way to make sure Kelly found the kind of place they were dreaming about was to create it themselves. They call that creation the Down Home Ranch. Meet Kelly, Kara, and Rebecca, and the rest of the residents of Down Home Ranch, a 267-acre working farm just outside Elgin, Texas. The ranch is home to adults with a variety of disabilities and focuses on providing employment, safety, and a sense of community.
All we wanted to build was an old-fashioned neighborhood where, I always say, a helping hand is not far away.
One of the unique features of Down Home Ranch is that all of the residents, whatever their disabilities, live in small groups in their own homes.
By the 1st of October, we'll have 16 residents, and then we'll add another big house that'll bring us up to 19.
While living together, the residents also learn to work together to master everyday household chores, like preparing meals.
A couple minutes, I think.
The residents here not only live and socialize together, they also earn money by doing everything from caring for the horses to tending to the greenhouses.
We need everybody helping, being as productive and as contributing as they can.
Weeds.
We don't treat our residents as children, we treat them as adults, and we challenge them to perform and behave as adults.
While some of the residents work in the greenhouse, Liz loves caring for the horses.
He likes carrots, and the other one likes apples, so.
No matter what their job, residents get a regular paycheck and learn to manage their money.
What do they do with the money?
Oh, what do you do with your money? You go to the store and spend it, right?
The ranch also has a computer lab where residents learn basic computer skills.
Username.
We've got Microsoft Office on there, so they learn how to use Word and learn how to write if they can. And most of our people can learn how to write. Then we teach them about the concept of it.
In the lab, residents get the chance to send emails to friends and family about their daily activities at Down Home Ranch.
Okay, I think I've got it.
But the Down Home Ranch isn't just about work. There are plenty of other activities, too.
On Wednesdays, we go bowling, and after lunch, there'll be in a science class, or they'll be singing or going to the library. So there's a lot of fun activities.
And most important of all, the residents also know how to blow off some steam.
We like to celebrate. We like to have a good time. We like to have fun.
It just feels great to do your feet and arms and all that, and I feel that we really do a good job on it.
It's obvious that the residents love it here. Their work and friendships have created a sense of happiness and belonging that parents can only dream of for their kids. And at Down Home Ranch, those dreams clearly come true.
What has this meant to Rebecca coming here to Down Home Ranch?
It means that she has the ability to live a life just like you or I. Having relationships, a job, something to do, a place to have recreation is all built in. And she couldn't have that if she lived at home or anywhere else I know.
Now, Rebecca, if I were thinking about coming to Down Home Ranch to stay, what would you say?
I want you here.
Every one of our residents has such great potential, and they are special. We love them very much.
Though Kelly has an independent life, her house is only a few hundred yards from where parents Jerry and Judy live, and the ties are still very strong.
I call them every night to say goodnight and tell them I love them.
And even though she doesn't live with mom and dad anymore, life definitely goes on.
And this is Sterling right here. We're dating now. And on his birthday this year, he asked me to marry him. And then I said yes.
There's nobody like each of our residents in the whole world. And that means so much more rather than their IQ or what they can or can't do. They have a place in the world.
More than 15 years ago, Jerry and Judy Horton sacrificed everything they had to give daughter Kelly and people just like her a special place of their own.
They made this all for me.
They and she have succeeded beyond their wildest expectations.
I want Kelly to be everything that she can be, and she's fulfilling that.
If you find yourself in Elgin, Texas, make sure you stop by the Down Home Ranch to check out their greenhouses. They sell plants to help support the ranch. For their dedication to those with special needs, we're pleased to call Jerry and Judy Horton DirecTV Hometown Heroes.
I love you.
Coming up next, a young woman with a cause races for the most personal of reasons.
She told me that she had a bad mammogram and I'm having a mastectomy.
DirecTV Hometown Heroes will be right back. Welcome back. This year, 18,000 American women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. And because of that, one young woman from Dallas is driven to make a difference. Correspondent Rich DeMuro has her story.
Lindsay Adams is not your average 19-year-old.
This is so unbelievable and so cool.
For one thing, she spends her weekends racing Formula 2000 cars at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour.
Last weekend, I got docked 20 seconds for overly aggressive driving.
Some days, she's fast. Some days, she's slow. And some days, she just hits the wall.
It's unpredictable, but this is what I want with my life. This is what I want to do.
But her profession alone isn't what makes Lindsay exceptional. She's dedicated her career to raising awareness about breast cancer research for the most personal of reasons. Lindsay was raised in Dallas with racing in her blood.
I grew up around the motocross track because my dad raced motocross, and so I just loved motocross and, just racing in general.
By her early teens, Lindsay decided she wanted to take on the male-dominated sport of auto racing.
It was something that I was good at, it was something that I loved doing, and it was something that I could kind of put my entire self into.
Lindsay has put her entire self into her efforts to battle breast cancer because the disease hit so close to home. When Lindsay was 17, she learned her mom might have breast cancer.
I had a bad mammogram, and which was a real shock.
For Debbie, it was a possible recurrence of the disease. She had been diagnosed with breast cancer while pregnant with Lindsay. The entire family was terrified.
I had a fear for losing her myself, and I think I had an even greater fear for the girls losing her.
Knowing that more than 40,000 American women die each year from breast cancer, Debbie decided to take aggressive action.
When she told me that she had a bad mammogram, it was, I had a bad mammogram and I'm having a mastectomy. It was like, this is the problem and this is the solution, and they're both gonna happen at the same time, and it's gonna be done.
Debbie's brush with breast cancer inspired Lindsay. Her mom was cancer-free, and now she had a mission. Her racing career would be dedicated to breast cancer awareness.
I was like, Mom, I think we should do some work for breast cancer research and awareness.
My first reaction was, Lindsay, how about we wait until you're successful?
And I was like, no, I really think we should do it now. Like, I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't do it now.
Lindsay came up with an idea. Sponsors could donate funds to put a breast cancer survivor's name on her race car. Then all of the funds would be donated to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
We have to remember the women that actually battled the disease and actually went through it all. It's pretty fantastic that we have women that did survive, and so many times we forget that there are people that fought through this, that actually won the battle instead of just the ones that were lost.
Now, for Lindsay, every single race is a race against cancer. And every track Lindsay and Debbie visit, like this one, Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, is an opportunity for Lindsay to polish her racing skills. And for Debbie to pass out flyers promoting the cause.
If you want to sponsor a survivor and put her name on the car.
Lindsay and Debbie wear their hearts on their sleeves when raising donations. But when race time nears, Lindsay turns all business.
I don't let anything distract me. I go from an emotional and sensitive person to, I'm here to race, and there is nothing else that is on my mind.
I love you.
Does it scare me? Absolutely. You bet it does. There's danger, without a doubt. And it's something that I accept because it's her passion and it's her love. And I think that it's why God put her here.
On this day, Lindsay's racing against more than 20 other cars on a notably challenging course. Drivers reach speeds of up to 135 miles per hour. As she watches from turn 12, a nervous Debbie keeps her eyes peeled for Lindsay's distinctive helmet.
I like her pink helmet.
Midway through the race, Lindsay's coach tells her to stay aggressive.
Nice job, Lindsay. Stay on his bumper. You can still drive by him. Stay on his bumper. See if you can get him.
Then, as she makes her passing move, disaster.
Holy cow.
Today's race is lost, but Lindsay doesn't give up. After the spin out, she puts her car in gear and gets back on the track.
I was a little close, but she's still out there, so.
Lindsay finishes near the back of the pack, but Debbie's still her biggest fan.
I'm proud of you. Thanks, Mommy. This is for you.
Afterward, she meets Cheryl Craggy, a breast cancer survivor who's one of the sponsored names on her car.
I'm proud of you for coming. I'm proud of you.
You saw us right here take a picture of you when you came
Yeah, I did. Did you see me wave?
And what Lindsay's doing is so awesome that she just, came up with this and said, this is what I'm going to do, and it's just super. It was fun watching you.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thanks.
It's great to have you.
It was. Good luck to you.
To date, Lindsay has raised thousands of dollars on behalf of breast cancer research. And though her effort is still in its early stages, she says she's trying to set an example for her generation.
I think that if I can go out and make a difference, it'll show people that a young person can make a stand for something that won't affect her now, but I'm still preparing myself and preparing my generation for what's to come.
And even on a day when things didn't go her way, Lindsay can draw on a lesson she's learned from breast cancer survivors like her mom.
This is exactly what our message is. Something bad happens, and everything that matters is how you deal with it and then how you bounce back from it. And that's, that was what I had to deal with today, and that's what, all the survivors that names are on that car, that's what they had to deal with. And they've bounced, and I've bounced, and I'll be back tomorrow and ready to race, and hopefully we'll do a lot better. I love you.
I love you.
We're happy to report that Lindsay's mom, Debbie, is still cancer-free. Lindsay Adams' unique campaign to raise awareness about breast cancer makes her a DirecTV hometown hero. Coming up next, a stitch of love for soldiers who need it most. You're watching DirecTV Hometown Heroes. We close tonight with a story that stitches together creativity, ingenuity, and heart. It's all about providing comfort to injured troops with just a needle and thread. With its rolling country roads and spacious suburban homes, the town of Beaver Creek, Ohio is about as quiet as they come. Ginger Dossadell is raising her family here.
I really throws a dinner. I have 3 boys. God love me. Michael's 13, Tom is 11, and Sean Patrick is 6.
Ginger has enough to worry about with 3 growing boys and a husband who's on active military duty. But this extraordinary woman has committed herself to supporting the troops in a unique way.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Ginger. Hey.
She founded a nonprofit group called So Much Comfort that helps soldiers who've come home disabled.
So Much Comfort is an organization of seamstresses across the country that provide adaptive clothing to the wounded troops.
The adaptive clothing makes ingenious use of Velcro to enable soldiers who've lost an arm or leg to be able to dress in normal and functional clothing, no matter their disability.
Who otherwise could not get out of bed, could not go and do PT comfortably, or would be limited to a hospital gown in what they wore. The main purpose is to have them recover in comfort and dignity and get back to a normal life as quickly as possible.
Ginger's inspiring story has its genesis in a crisis her family faced when her oldest son was stricken with cancer.
When Mike was 3, he got diagnosed with a rare pediatric cancer. So he had radiation and chemo, and the radiation is what killed the growth in his leg.
To save Michael's leg, doctors had to cut the bone and manually stretch it. His physical therapy at Walter Reed Medical Center in Washington, D.C. put him face to face with wounded American soldiers.
A lot of them were driven to get back their physical abilities.
Ginger sewed some pants for Mike that accommodated his injured leg. He then urged her to do the same for the soldiers he'd come to know.
And I just said, you should sew for these people.
My first thought was, nobody wants me to sew for them because I'm really not that good. But he kind of badgered me for about 3 weeks, and I finally sewed some clothes and brought them up and talked to the nurse and said, I've got these clothes. I don't know if you want them, but my son wanted me to make them. So she was very excited.
From that small start in 2004, Ginger expanded So Much Comfort into a nationwide effort.
We only have one organization, but we have over 1,000 seamstresses. It is a huge testimony, the American desire to support the troops.
Ginger couldn't do it without the help of So Much Comfort Florida Regional Director, Joy Campbell.
It's like a warehouse. My house looks like a warehouse.
Supporting the troops comes naturally for Joy, who grew up as a military brat.
My husband has been involved with the military 28 years. My dad was there for 21 years, so I guess I'm a real military family person.
Joy is a crucial member of Ginger's organization. She oversees a committed team of volunteer seamstresses who gather every day to sew special garments for the troops.
I've never had a job in my life where every day you get instant gratification for what you do.
Finish this stitch. Making the garments truly adaptive to soldiers with missing or prosthetic limbs involves special sewing techniques.
The little things that you don't think of, how you put Velcro on, makes a big difference in the clothing because one way is comfortable and another way is not. It takes 3 yards of Velcro for a pair of pants. And we went through 30,000 yards of Velcro. Good grief. That's a lot of Velcro.
Despite spending countless hours huddled over sewing machines, Ginger and Joy's army of volunteers never forget the soldiers who'll be wearing these clothes.
I hope they understand that our good wishes for their recovery and their success are sewn into all of these garments because they deserve it.
You think about, Velcro on the side of the pants. It's not really a big deal, but to an amputee, it makes their life a whole lot easier.
So Much Comfort's commitment to doing their very best is appreciated by veterans like Corporal Alan Doyle. Corporal Doyle lost his leg in the Iraq War.
This is definitely cool for people like myself. And one of my friends from Iraq, also an above-the-knee amputee, that he needs to know about these.
Know that her clothes are making a difference to vets like Corporal Doyle is all that matters to Joy Campbell.
Everybody says, you make me cry. I said, well, I can't help it. It makes me cry. I'm crying because I'm happy because I can do something. And I also cry for these young people who are giving so much.
The The So Much Comfort volunteers also hold a special place in their hearts for Ginger Dossadell, who started it all.
Caring, innovative, full of energy, full of ideas, always trying to find something better. She's a very, very good person.
And God bless the lady that started it. Hats off to her, because she's the one that should have all the accolades.
I like to help people myself, and when people help me, it's overwhelming.
I think she's marvelous, a wonderful person, because even with all the things that she is going through with her son, she has time to think about all these military heroes.
Ginger credits selfless volunteers like Joy.
Joy is amazing. She is a spitfire. She's very, very involved in everybody and what they do and trying to make it the best organization she can.
Ginger says her ultimate reward comes when she hears from soldiers who proudly wear clothes donated by So Much Comfort.
It's very touching to receive a thank you note. Dear Ginger, we thank you for all of your hard work in helping our wounded heroes. Sincerely, Karen and Chuck Ziegenfuss. It's very humbling because I work hard at what we do, as do everybody, but I can't do it without everybody else that's so much a part of this organization. They make it work, they make it happen, and it's very humbling to get a letter like that that says what you do makes a difference.
This year, So Much Comfort hopes to deliver an incredible 40,000 hand-sewn items of clothing to injured American vets. And for all her hard work on behalf of So Much Comfort, Joy Campbell is a DirecTV hometown hero. The inspirational stories you've just seen show how DirecTV subscribers are changing lives in their communities. These unsung heroes show us all how we can make a difference. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on DirecTV Hometown Heroes. Until then, I'm Joan Lunden. For more information on how to get involved, go to directv.com/heroes.
People get ready, there's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is